It is time to connect with Congress, a segment where we talk directly to Washington lawmakers that represent us here in the San Joaquin Valley. And right now, we're talking to Democratic Representative of California's 21st Congressional District, Jim Costa, live from Washington, D.C. Good morning, Congressman. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, and it's good to be on the Great Day show as always.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Farm Bill. Can you remind our viewers exactly what that will do?
Well, the Farm Bill is America's safety net. It not only provides support for farmers, ranchers, dairymen and women, and farm workers, but also for nutrition programs that are critical. Working poor who don't make enough to put groceries on their dinner table every night, young and elderly who have disabilities, veterans. And so every 4 years we reauthorize the Farm Bill, and it's one of the most bipartisan things we do in Congress to ensure that, in fact, American agriculture has the support it needs. Food, after all, is a national security issue, with less than 4% of our nation's population directly involved in the production of food and fiber. People unfortunately seem to take it for granted sometimes. They don't understand the hard work farmers, ranchers, dairymen and women, and farm workers do every day to put that food on America's dinner table. But every 4 years we pass this reauthorization to ensure that safety net is there for American agriculture and those people who are dependent upon nutrition programs. And it also includes the school lunch and breakfast program.
And I wanted to ask you, what did you learn from this year's Tulare Ag Expo?
Well, I think the listening session that the House Ag Committee provided, that forum, was very helpful. 2 hours, we listened to people from all around the valley. California, obviously, is the #1 agricultural state in the nation, and 44% of our agriculture is exported. And that safety net, the various titles that involve, for example, the market access program that allows us to compete successfully in marketing California products abroad, efforts that the EQIP program that implements state-of-the-art irrigation technologies in California agriculture and elsewhere. All of these titles in the Farm Bill provide funding and support to ensure that we maintain our competitive edge, because not only are we the #1 ag state in the nation, but America produces more than enough food for its population, and we're able to feed other parts of the world that are desperate in need with climate change and other factors.
Changing topics now, we just passed the 1-year mark of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. How is it looking in Congress? Do you see support getting stronger or weaker for Ukraine?
I think this is the test of our time, Russia's invasion of a sovereign nation and the devastation, the criminal war activities that Putin and his commanders are enforcing on the Ukrainian people, innocent women, children, bombing schools and hospitals. The bipartisan support, I believe, is still strong in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, as witnessed by recent visits by the chairman, Republican chairman of the House Foreign Relations Committee in Kiev the day after President Biden visited President Zelensky in Kiev. I think having the president there the day and followed by the Republican chair of the House Foreign Relations Committee really, I think, clearly demonstrates the bipartisan support for continuing to ensure that Ukrainian people have what they need to maintain the protection of their own sovereignty and to beat and defeat the Russians in this war, as President Biden indicated very strongly in his address in Poland. But you hear other factors, and the California Air National Guard has been very supportive and involved with the Ukrainian military. And this latest package that the president has proposed, I think, is going to have bipartisan support. And I think there are many other things we need to do to ensure that this year Ukraine ultimately wins this war. Because if we don't make this line in the sand stick, what is next if Russia thinks they can get away with this invasion of Ukraine? Poland, Romania, I think Europe is at risk, and we are at risk in terms of our national security.
All right, Congressman Jim Costa, thank you for joining us this morning.